Alright guys, we're back at it again doing another video here, trying to get these FiveM scripts installed. Today we're going to continue on just that endeavor, trying to get down there. But it looks like we've got 31 items left in this folder, and about 24 of them we're going to probably end up installing. We will be doing a lot more installs, but those will be on probably a local, just so that you guys can see how to install them. And you know, we're going to continue on this server as just a development server, so we're going to move into development and get it ready to be the Get Alive server. So we will move from this server, will go into the new playlist where we start actually deving out the scripts and getting the server ready. So we're going to continue working on that. Looks like what we got left there is probably 8 to 10 scripts that we're going to do individual videos for, and then we're going to have the Kairos is going to be a live stream because there's so many items. So like I said, we're going to continue on with that today. If you guys haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment the videos when you can. Those are what helps us with, you know, developing the channel out and getting it into the algorithm. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get that going as well. Jump into the Discord. We have all the Discords linked in the channel. We have the one for the Get Alive server, which is almost done. As you can see, we're getting ready for development stages on it. We have the No Filter Nation Discord. Get in there, get started with that one, because you can be in the ground floor for the podcast, as well as the Reckless Development Discord, which is where all of these channels will remain linked. As we continue to, you know, add more servers, add more projects, that's where it will be. We're always looking for admins, moderators, content helpers, content creators, streamers, anybody that's willing or looking to make content or help with making content, spread awareness, all that kind of thing. We're looking for those people to be in that community. No Filter Nation will be our podcast channel. It will have all types of different content as well, news related, you know, being that with gaming, as well as, you know, doing reactions to some of the craziness that's going on, not only just in gaming, but in the world in general. So, again, guys, you haven't done so, like, comment, and subscribe. Get into those channels as well. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's the big thing. Like and comment helps with algorithm. The subscription is what helps us get to the next stages in our development on this channel. We're on target with our views. Now we're just trying to get our subscription levels up. So, help us out with that. We will help you back if you need any assistance as well. Alright, and also if you guys have channels, feel free to link those in our description, in the not the description, but in the comments. Get into the Discord, share your channels in the Discord. We will get those out as well. You know, tit for tat, you help us, we help you kind of situation. We're trying to get these channels out there and get them moving along. So let's continue with our movement today. Today we're going to do LS Mower. It is a little tiny job situation. Here's the channel where we got it from, Lith Studios. I guess that's where the LS comes from. Basically, like it shows in the video here, you're mowing the grass, you're picking up rocks, you level up, you get paid. You can rent the truck, the trailer, and the lawnmower from the script, so it's pretty good, not bad. I like it, just something to do. Anybody can do it. You can set it up as a job if you want to. Me personally, I've always just set it up so that anybody can just have it as a little side gig. If you pick up the rocks, you get more points. It doesn't tear up the mower, that kind of thing. See, pick up the extra rocks for extra RP. Alright, so that being said, let's get back up here where we need to be. And what we have to do here, we're going to open it up. What you need to do is, you have an installation folder here. Inside here is a table. You need to copy this out and drop it into your SQL on your database. We've done that several times. All you do is make a copy of it. I've already done it. And then once you log in, oh crap, hang on. Let's see, I'm not logged in. I think it sit there for too long. Password. Paste, go. Alright, let's get back down here. Alright, so this is the table. It's LS Extra. All you do is go into SQL and you'll paste this here into that box and hit go. Then you'll get the green at the bottom and it'll show you that you're good to go. Alright, basically that's the hardest part of it. All we do then, you can look in QB. This is just a job. If you guys want a job, there is an installation thing here. It tells you what to do. You don't necessarily need the job. So basically this is the config for it. You're going to make sure you have everything set. QB, new QB, make sure you got the right target in there. Debug, it's false. Job, I've got it as false. You can make it true and where you have to have a job for it as well. Rocks, how many you spawn, the grass. You can turn on and off the percentages, animations, the mower speeds, all the little things are all in here. The truck, you can change the truck if you don't want to use that truck. Trailer and the mower. And then you've got just basically the way things come out. That's where it spawns. I mean, it's not really anything you really even need to mess with very much, to be honest, other than the framework. Unless you want something to change, you know, you go in and you change the amount you can make. You can always adjust that. I'd say you would probably have to go off of what you guys have. And these are just the spawn points for your jobs. Like I said, the only thing other than the framework is payments, you know, and cost for rentals. Most of the rest of it, pretty much you can leave it alone, but you would judge the others based on your stuff. You know, what you have your economy set up for your server. So basically, you do that. Once you get it all coded out the way you want, you put it where you want it to go. This one will go in here. Go ahead and drag it in. And again, while this thing is copying in, we're getting ready to do a restart, guys. If you haven't already done it, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Not always in that order. All right, we're going to go back down here. We're going to drop down to our good old TX admin, and we're going to kick it over one time. And just a little update on some things here with the JG handling script that we put in on a few videos ago. I did end up having to go back and install the SQL for that one. So just a heads up, if you guys are having any issues, you know, check your SQL. I had to just go ahead and install it. So just because it was throwing SQL errors over and over again. All right, so we did a restart. We're good there. Let's go ahead and start the FiveM up here. As always, guys, we're just trying to get this channel up and running. That's why we continually say like, comment, and subscribe. You know, just because it's what we're trying to make this channel grow a little better than what it is, move it along a little bit. We're going to start live streaming here as well as on the podcast channel as well. So there's going to be a lot more content coming out, and that's why we ask people to get into the Discord as well. You can kind of steer us into directions that maybe we're not thinking about RP-wise or even game-wise. We're going to do other games other than GTA, of course. I like doing ATS. I like SnowRunner, a few other games as well. There will be some gaming on there with my kids as well, some of the games they like to play. So it's going to be a broad range of things that we're going to do. But you're just trying to keep it not always the same crap over and over again. So. Alright, let's get her going here. And we're in. Now we're going to go last location as always. Alright, so we're back on the ground. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a pair of scissors, I think is what shows up for this thing. Yep, right there. So we'll just jump to that. I think I'm standing right on top of him. Yep, there it is. So it did have a ped. I guess they got rid of the ped. If you guys need peds, I can show you. I've got a ped spawner as well if you guys need that. We will get into that. Alright, so there should be a truck. There it is. So we're going to go over here and get in the truck. Alright, and it should mark it on the map. I think I've got my controller still running here. I do. a little bit of torque on that truck. It says follow the waypoint to your work area. Alright, well, let's get onto it. Let's get her going. I'm driving like a madman on payday. That's alright. Alright, we'll go down here. You can add, I believe you can add more options to this too now. You can pick other spots to add in on there. So if you find other spots you want to add more options, if you know your guys are using it and they're getting tired of doing the same yards over and over again, so maybe you can add some more. Alright, we'll go this way. Must be sports car day. I was thinking a lot of those knockoff Mustangs and Chargers. Alright, so it looks like we're going to the casino. Out here. Cut the grass in the designated area and remove. Cut it all to retrieve the bonus. So it looks like we're going right there where that guy's standing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park the truck up here. Okay, so what you do is you get out. If they haven't changed it any, there should be a spot here somewhere. There it is. Hit E. Okay. And get over here. Get on the mower. And we're going to take off. Basically what we're doing is we're getting rid of all the high grass and getting up the gravel. See all the rocks? So you get off, and I believe E, there we go, E, pick up a rock, E, pick up a rock, freaking rocks look like a boulder. See another one over here. Here. All the rocks, I believe. Is that one more over there? Yeah, there's one. I'm guessing it took it as me going up to him as I was done. So it probably already canceled this job out, which is fine. Basically, you just mow the grass. See how it's not disappearing now? You mow the grass, and then you go to him, and he'll move on to the next location. Or you can go ahead and go back if you're done. We're going to go back. So you can see it's not really cutting the grass now that we went up to him. That rock was a little too close to him, to be honest. All we got to do is drive the tractor back over to here. And we get off. It's going to say E. We'll put the tractor back on the trailer. So basically you do the mowing, you pick up the grass, you pick up the rocks, excuse me. And then when you're done, you can go on to the next job, or you can take the truck back. We're not going to do a bunch of mowing after dark, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the trailer back. It's a pretty simple little gig here, not anything too crazy. Like I said, you walk around, you pick up the rocks, and you mow the high grass. Once you're done, you get paid. Pretty simple, really. Good little side gig for people, when there's nothing else going on. There's a lot of people that like these kind of little gigs. I think I took the wrong street. A lot of people like these little side gigs like this. I did. Yeah. I mean, it's something to do when you've got nothing else to do, to be honest. Because you have some people who like to just hang around, and when there's nobody on to do any RP, they want to get into this kind of stuff. Bring the truck back. You get out. Go up here. And the truck's gone. It gives you a little message down there. You got your full deposit back for returning the vehicle in good condition. So again, that's pretty much how it works. Not that difficult. You just go up here and you hit E. You get to go do your thing. Let me turn the lights back on here, people, so we can see what's going on. Like I said, this is pretty much easy. Like I said, and that's pretty much how this little script works. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you need any assistance with this, please, like and comment in the video. Go ahead and subscribe, jump into the Discord, let us know. We can help you there as well. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to help us grow this particular channel and help us out with the servers as well. And again, guys, that's it for LS Mower. If you guys have any questions, feel free, as always. But if not, we'll see you in the next one.